Hey, it's Bitty Penny. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm a little early today. That never happens, does it? That's not usual. Well, I'm just going to let you guys all join in. Hello, Miss Vicky. Good morning. How are you? How are you doing with the time change? Hi, Miss Linda. I think it's amazing. I feel like I'm back on my time. I've been waking up at 4 for at least a month or more. And I got to go to bed at 8 o'clock last night. You know, old time. I was ready at like 6, so that was awesome. It was 9 o'clock in the new time, but it was 8 o'clock in the old time. I like it. I think I'm on my time now. Okay, so what I'm doing is priming a new watercolor palette. I know. Somebody stop me. There's there's actually another one on the way. Anyhow, we won't talk about that one yet. It's not here yet. This is, so this is my restock. I got, oh, this is organza. Oh, it should have been white, but it's cream. I got ribbon. I got my foam tape. This is 1/2 inch foam tape, and this is how I buy it, you guys. This is the 3rd time I've purchased this one. Here is the name. And Tatuo, who knows? Anyways, you get 2 double rolls for $7.99, and I've been using this for years. Like I said, this is my 3rd time purchasing this one. I get it on Amazon. You get these 2 mammoth rolls. They're doubled up in this bag for like $7.99. It's pretty awesome. So I was out Saturday. I used up, there might be like couple inches left on this roll and it's gone. So I am happy that I now have foam tape again. While I was getting those 2 things, I got this Mission Gold. This is the Tourmaline Hyper 2-tone watercolors. So these are granulating and they are 2-toned, and what that means, I'll swatch them so you can see what it means, but there's 2 colors mixed together in the tube, and so it's just straight up gorgeous is what it is. So here's we're gonna squeeze these out into the palette, and they have 56 colors in all. I got 12. And what's cool is these are the 15 mil tubes, so that's gonna last a long time. But I'm gonna be going through these quite a bit too, so it's a good thing. Wow, hello everybody. Oh my gosh, this might be your time too. I was thinking this morning, I was like, ooh, this is just like, I like spring forward. Fall back doesn't feel natural for me, to be honest. I'm a spring forward kind of girl. At this stage of my life anyways. I think when I was younger, I loved the fall back. But as a woman of a certain age, I am perfectly fine waking up early and going to bed early. That is fine with me. Dog reset his clock yesterday, so we're on the schedule with the 5 a.m. wake up, so that's great, Vicki. You love the new time too, Linda? Yeah. Well, hello, sunshine. Hi, Nancy. Handy Scandy. I want to have you on with me sometime. I have a guest this weekend. I had one last weekend. Desiree was on with me. But you'll have to come on with me one month. And I do it on Saturdays, so you get to, it's Saturdays at 8 a.m. Anyways, you'll have to come on with me sometime and craft with me, and we'll make something and hang out with everybody. That would be wonderful. If Saturdays are good for you. I don't usually have someone on in the week because it's just super early and I have to leave to get my kids to school and go to work and all that stuff. All right, you guys, I was trying to get this done before we logged on, but what I'm using here is Velcro from the Dollar Tree. And then I had this sitting around. I save these kinds of things because I know they can be watercolor palettes. But this is a little Guardians of the Galaxy Marvel like gift box tin. A gift card came in here. Pretty sure for my son, and I was like, ooh, he was gonna throw it away. I was like, I'll take that. And I love Guardians of the Galaxy, and I think it's perfect for this particular set of watercolors because they're very galactic. You know, like, getting that thing back out. These are very galactic colors right here. So when I look at this tin, I'll go, oh yeah, I know what's in there. Those are my Magello Mission Gold. Okay, I need one more Velcro, and I just use these. I love these Velcro. When the Dollar Tree ran out, I was so sad. And one of my sweet friends here, because I kept saying, I can't find my Velcro, they sent me some. And I think it's been, I haven't been to the Dollar Tree in ages, but the last time I went, they had it restocked. Anyways, I take them and just fold them over like this, and that way they just kind of naturally match up, and I'm not sitting here trying to match up Velcro. So then just stick it to the bottom of my pan and take that other piece off, stick that to my tin, and now I don't have to worry about those falling out or going anywhere. Another great thing you can use is magnets, but I like the Velcro. This is the hack that I came up with for my Kuretake too, because they're loose in the palette. All right, so let's do this. Hold on, 1, 2. There is a lucky number 13. This is a baker's dozen. This isn't 15 mil, but it's a granite stone black. So I actually need one more of these pans. So some pans come with the magnets. Those are really great. I'm just using Velcro today. Either one will do, because not all half pans, because I buy them in bulk, not all of them come with the magnets. I think it's actually quite rare that they do. So just grab yourself some Velcro. All right, the baker's dozen. All right, let's do this. This is one of those things that I love setting up my palette for the first time. It's just such a, if you're into watercolor, then you know, it's just a whole lot of fun. And we are definitely going to make something today. And I am just gonna do my palette exactly the way that they're laid out here. I'm not going to worry about. I can always, because it's Velcro, I can just easily rearrange them if I find that I want them in a different order or something. See, I filled up that whole thing with just a little squeeze. This thing is still full of watercolor, so that is awesome. And I've had Mission Gold watercolors since 2016, 2017. They're regular set, and the tubes are still going strong. They're not dried up or anything. Do y'all like set? I know not everyone here does watercolor, but it's so fun to set up your palette. It's so fun. Okay, see, this is Aurora Pink, but look, it's blue. These are going to be you guys. Now, this isn't y'all's first time seeing this kind of product. Moonlight Violet. I'm tempted to put this by the black. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to put this by the black. It's just more of that kind of color. How was y'all's weekend? Did you guys have a good weekend? I hope you did. Ooh, I cannot wait to get my paintbrush in these. And then I'm not going to worry about topping these off or getting them full because I'll just refill them again when I need them refilled. I don't need them to be perfect, but I will tap them down. Now, when your watercolor is wet like this, you have to go real lightly when you're dipping your brush in it. Oh, that one had a little bit of binder at the front. That was the first one. Anyways, because a tiny bit goes a long way when your watercolor is wet, straight from the tube. It's a lot. So I'll definitely work with a separate like palette. I'll show you what I mean. Alrighty, last one. There we go. I need to see if I can find these open stock, because I don't have a yellow. How did I not get a yellow? That's what I want to know. But there's no yellow in this set. But I'm pretty sure they have it. Well, I have moss green, which is yellowish. But I want sunrise yellow, golden brown yellow, or the Rudbeckia yellow. I also love this ochre. And I like this green ochre too. So I need to see if I can find them open stock, so I can just pick one or two. All right. So you want to keep those in a cool, dry place, those tubes. And now, pardon the sound. Here, let me put down a buffer. But I need to tap this down. Just a little bit. There we go. That's enough. And now this will take some time to dry. When I say some time, like a week or longer to fully set up and dry. But I have a new watercolor palette, y'all. Exciting. Let's do something. Let's swatch them out. Let me cut this down and we'll make a little swatch that goes inside of the tin. Watercolor palette setup 101. You didn't know you were going to get that today, did you? All right. It's always something with this girl, right? Hi, Eileen. Good morning. Ooh, those paints. I know. They're magical. I have been holding off on them for some time. And I just decided, if not now, when? And I decided it was now. Okay, I had to cut inside the line, and I could get out my corner chomper and make it all perfect, but I'm just not worried about it. Let me trim off a little more off of the side here, not too much. And we have now a swatch. A way to swatch our palette. Okay, let's do this. Hi, Flo. How you doing? Good morning. All right, over here, I'm going to kind of dip my water in and dip the paint out and move it around, because when it's wet, you just get so much of it. It can be, you can't take it, I mean, you could, but I don't want to take it directly to the paper. I won't get a true sense of it that way. But there's that one. Really clean my brush off. These also, for a small space like this, it's not gonna do all of its magic. It's really once you get it a lot of water and a good amount of space that you start seeing the magic of these two tones. And I'm gonna have to be okay with these touching and blending and doing their own thing, because it's just the nature of this little piece of paper. These are also watercolors that you can force them to dry. If you're, sometimes when I'm live, I need to force something to dry for the sake of time. But if you let it dry without like a heat gun or something, then you'll see the true magic of them. What a gorgeous palette. Very Guardians of the Galaxy, I have to say. Ooh-wee. Like that color. I received my order. Thank you. Oh, good. Received my order. Thank you. I looked at the stamps on, but I couldn't find Muhammad Ali. Where are they located? I'm not sure. You made 4x6 week cards all weekend. How fun. Yeah, I couldn't do a weekday, but Saturday mornings are perfect. Oh, good. We will get you on the schedule. I have a few people. I have a few people on the schedule already, so it'll be further out, but we will definitely get you on there. It'd probably be like end of April or May. I'm not sure about the Muhammad Ali, Eileen. Oh, look at you being all productive. I envy you. I am hoping to make cards today. I'm running out of birthday cards. Ooh, that's fun. Flo. Oh my gosh, you get to spend your Monday making cards? How awesome. Okay, we're gonna make some cards too. Ooh. This is a great palette. Somebody had their thinking cap on when they made this palette. All right, got to fit in these last two here. See why I moved that one? That one was originally, I think, right here. And I think it belongs here in the grand scheme of things. So I did move that one. But the rest are in the order that they came in. And then this one's black, which is really cool. It's going to be kind of like a granulating black. Boop. We'll put that one right there. I already know what to expect of that color, so I don't need a lot of it. Here they are. And you can kind of start to see the separation with granulating watercolors, especially two-tone like these. The more water you use, the better. The more water that you use forces that color separation, and you'll get more variety. If you're only using a little bit of water, you're not going to get the results that you'll get with lots of water. So let's do a little bit. Let's do some backgrounds, and I can show you what I'm talking about. Let's paint some circles again. That was fun with Desiree on Saturday when we painted circles. I think those will be good too for getting the separation. Okay, let me get a bigger brush though. Here's one. All right, let's do this. And I'll get caught up on the chat. That circle's a little big, but it's okay. The only reason I say it's a little big is because I did find that I liked the smaller circles when I went to put them on a card, because then they actually look like circles. You could tell when they were smaller. So I'll try to make them a little smaller. Let's also do wet on wet. So I wasn't trying to get the paint off my brush when I dipped it in the water. I was just picking up some water. And then let's bring in that same color again. Do a little wet on wet technique. All right. I think you sent an instant message on Facebook. Could be super fun. Okay, cool. Yeah. Or message me on, if you're on Instagram, message me on Instagram. I'm not really on Facebook. I know it's weird, but I'm not. I used to have to do Facebook for design team stuff, and I was so happy when I didn't have to do that anymore, when I wasn't forced to be on there anymore. So I don't do it. Unless I absolutely have to. Even though now Instagram is owned by the same people. I'll stop there. So I guess there's no difference, but there is a difference. The platforms are different, uniquely different. All right. I'm just one of those girls who's had enough of the billionaires, you know what I mean? I'm a rebel without a cause. All right. I know, Flo, I agree. I love that Vicky's dog reset. Flo, it's important to have the dog reset when he's on my alarm clock. Gloria. Hello, lovely. Lovely lady. Oh my gosh, Gloria, I'm sorry. Like, I do think you're such a lovely lady, but I will also never get it out of my head how you hiked up your skirt at the waist when you pulled it. I think you were wearing a skirt or pants, whatever, at the waist when you pulled them up really high for your character at Paper Ganza. The commitment to your role was fantastical. And I loved every minute of it. I'm also loving these colors. This is a very like, can you just see? We'll have to put some fairies on this or something. Like, I think this would be so cute with like little fairies flying around. And I have lots of fairy stamps. So we'll dry this up with my heat gun and use it this morning on a card with some fairies. I think this needs some fairies on it. Oh, I love that you're doing that as a mom. Did warrior. Okay, I'm making cards for the troops. Operation Gratitude. Oh, yeah. Hey, Eileen, I will look that up and try to find a way to post that in my community. Or if you want to, you go ahead. I'm sure other people are going to want to know more about that. So if you want to post something about it in my community here on YouTube, I am totally fine with that. And if you don't, I will try to look it up and post something. Either way is fine with me. But yes, that sounds like a very wonderful card making cause. And I always love a card making cause. I started card making so that I could bless people and, you know, as a way of serving others. When I started card making, all these people at my church were doing all the different groups and doing all these cool things. And I had 2 toddlers and I was like, and a job. And I was like, I can't do it. And I could never break away and do what they were doing on their schedules. And I wanted to find a way to give back. And so it was card making. I used to actually teach card classes at our church before COVID. And that was so much fun. So yeah, I'm always about the different card drives and causes. I'm pretty sure we have about a 5x7. I'm going to fill in the gaps around the edges. These last couple of colors here. There used to be, what, Operation Right Home? Was that the one that Sandy Alneck used to... Gosh, she like ran that. Operation Right Home. And they used to have sketches. When I first became a card maker, that was a thing. I used to donate hundreds of cards a year to my church. Okay, I want to go back to the beginning and grab some more of this pink now. I'm in love with these, and they are starting to granulate, which makes me real happy. I like granulation. So like all in here. Oh, these are really lovely. Lovely, lovely. Let me get my ruler out. Hey, cool Johnny. How you doing? Did y'all have a good weekend? Oh yeah, definitely got that. Let's check this side. Yep. Just about there. I know what a 5x7 looks like. I could do this whole thing, but then we're gonna run out of time and I'll just be painting circles. But I had y'all painting squares and everybody loved the squares, and I love that everybody like actually picked up their paintbrushes and painted squares. I cannot tell you how happy that made me. Extremely happy. And then y'all shared your squares with me on Instagram and the community tab and everywhere. That was so awesome. Anyway, so now today, I hope this week maybe you'll paint some circles. Okay, I have enough for my background. And I'm going to put all this to the side. Look at my swatch and how yummy that is. Let me clean up my desk and clean up my palette, because this is where that piece of paper is going to live. It's right up here. There we go. I'm going to dry this a little bit, and then I'm going to get out some fairy stamps, and we're going to add some fairies to this. What else would y'all add if it wasn't fairies? That is sweet that you're doing it in honor of your father, Eileen. I'm sure that makes him smile. Getting some heavenly smiles for that one. You had to park before I commented. Johnny's on his way to work. Hope you have a good day at work. Nice, peaceful, good day. John works in the prison system. I bet it gets, when things are so wild in the world, I bet they get kind of wild at work. When there's chaos. Chaos breeds chaos. Hi, Lisa. Welcome, welcome. We're painting circles today. This is some groundbreaking stuff. No, but it was to use my new granulating watercolors. So yeah, I think of putting fairies on this background. What do y'all think of putting on this background? I mean, it would be cool just to put a sentiment on it. I saw, who did that? Somebody, was it Linda? Who did that? Who just added a sentiment to their squares? Let me look that up real quick. Do I have YouTube on this phone? Oh, that was a problem last time, wasn't it? Oh, there it is. I could totally see if like stenciling over this too with like a paste. That would be pretty cool. You could stencil over it with like, you know, stellar paste or any kind of paste you have. Did y'all see how many notifications I have on my YouTube thumbnail? Like 3,000. Ooh, look at Linda's from yesterday. Her Craft Roulette card. Oh, I do need to make a Craft Roulette card. Thanks for reminding me, Linda. I love your card. Let me go up here and go to newest. Esther, I saw these and I love them. I don't know why when I heart them from my app that it doesn't show. I have to come on my phone and do it from the community page. Ooh, those are from the Four Seasons paper pack. Oh, lovely. Ooh, look at your sheet load. Ooh, lovely. And Jill Pounds. Ooh, Jill. I've seen that and I hearted it. Why doesn't it show? But I love that, Jill. Love that you made a pocket. Let's look at that bigger. So cool. Aw, I love the swans. That was my favorite. And look at these from Ellen. Ellen Cuts Paper. I did a card from a part of my watercolor square panel. This is what I'm talking about. I know you guys were so jazzed about the squares, and I am jazzed about everything that you're making. Wow, this is so cool. Never let them take your dream. Oh, so cool. And then here's another one. Here's her panel, Ellen's panel. Her watercolor squares, and she stamped it up. Ooh wee. Love it. And Sharon. Ooh, Sharon. Oh gosh, I love them. So cool. I haven't seen these yet. Okay. Amazing. Amazing. Anyways, that's where you can share the information too about the card drive for soldiers if you want. Okay, that's pretty dry. We can work with that. Now, let me get some fairies out. The funny thing is I just put them away yesterday. I cleaned my craft room yesterday, you guys. Oh, it's so much better. It took a good part of the day, but it is so much better now. Look at these little fairies. Aren't they cute? From Colorado Craft Company, and I have the dies. Oh, yeah. I also need to look up, I know it's a mini slimline. I think it's Joyful Colors, something from the kitchen. Honey's from the kitchen. And I don't know what the random is, but we could make my Craft Roulette card right now. I need to find out what random is. Let me look it up. So I'm just going to Craft Roulette. One of my most visited websites in the world. The one I visit most regularly. Masking. Oh yeah, we can definitely do this. Jolly colors. I think these colors are jolly. Mini slimline and in the kitchen. I got lots of honey in my kitchen. Okay. Let's do this thing. We're gonna make a mini. I was gonna make a 5x7. Ooh, we could make a 5x7, but then put a mini slimline on top. Let's just play around and see what that looks like. So this is my 5x7. Yeah, I made a ton of progress in cleaning up my craft room yesterday. The only thing is I wish, well, okay, hold on. Let me get a piece of 6x6. This won't be the one that I use, but it's the only piece of 6x6 I have on my desk. I want to see what it looks like. Ooh, I like that. Okay. And then pull out this honey pot. You're weird like that too, Angie. Yeah, I'm not on there. I mean, I have a profile and people think I'm on there, but I'm not really on there. I was thinking the honey pot could go on the mini slimline on a 5x7. Little chickadee up here, but if I put her there, here's the problem. In real life, if I stamp her out, put her on paper, and put her right there, you won't be able to open the mini slimline. And I do want this mini slimline to be where I can open it. So I will have to put her. See, but this little dude who is adorable, he can be wherever and it'll open, but I can't have anything infringe this seam right here. And you know we're going to need this little, we'll stamp this or put this in the background behind it. Okay, I think we're on to something here. We're putting a mini slimline on a 5x7 because it's my party. All right. This is not the piece of paper that we're going to use, even if I love that piece of paper. Let me grab a piece of paper for the mini slimline. I think this flower paper pad might be quite nice. Ooh, I like that. It's a definite contender. I like the yellow too. I think if I just say ooh, then it wins. And so when I make a mini slimline, I just use a 6x6 piece of paper and fold it in half. And I have a card base. That's what I love about a mini slimline is I can use up some of my 6x6 paper pads. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay, here we go. Let's do this thing called card making. All right. Now I can catch up on y'all's comments. In your packet with the swans, I decided to make more cards with them. Backgrounds are gorgeous. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like to do that. I like to make some really pretty backgrounds in my paper packs that you can use without all the other parts of the paper pack that you can use all year, like my Easter paper pads like that. My Easter paper pad has amazing backgrounds that you could use all year long, not just for Easter cards. Whoops. Later, John. Shay's here. Hi, Shay. How you doing? We've got some joyful colors, don't we? See, if you do smaller circles, you guys, if you do smaller circles, then you can see them better on your card. You can see that you painted circles. Okay, let's stamp and color our peeps and our honey pot and stuff. Okay. I re-inked my VersaFine yesterday. I did some bunch of cleaning and some craft room maintenance. Such a good little crafter. Oh, wow. I do remember saying that. Okay, let's see. alarm went off with yours. Hey, Michelle. How are you doing? Oh, cooking dinner. My father-in-law's in Australia right now. He was at the Great Barrier Reef this weekend. Went out on a boat and went snorkeling and hung out in the water and everything. He just finished going to Tahiti, Easter Island, Antarctica, and they ended in Australia. And I don't know, he's been to Australia like 7 times, but he's doing a different kind of tour this time. I think he's doing kind of like ecotourism this time. It was funny because they were like explaining the time difference. It's like, oh, I got it. I'm good. I hang out with Aussies all the time. I'm good. I got it. I'm on track. All right. One and done. When your ink pad is nice and refreshed. All right. Check. Oh, wait. I think there's one more thing I want to ink up before we... Yes, this little bit of honey here. I like it. I want to ink it. Isn't that really dreamy? I know the community is full of talented makers. I love looking through it. I love seeing what everyone makes. I was so stoked when YouTube started that, so I could see what people were making. So my channel is not, I don't want it to be about just about me. It's not just about me. It's about us. I mean, yeah, my channel is about me and my crafty journey, but I don't want to be in a vacuum. I want to see what other people are doing, making. I want to hear their thoughts. I want to share and engage. Okay. Now, I'm going to hit this. Oh, I didn't get a great impression of this little spot on him, but that's okay. We can come in with a micron and fill in any missing pieces. Ooh, you know what we're going to do, you guys? We're going to do a dreamy paint on these, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So a lot of times, you know, for myself, I'll speak for myself, when I'm coloring images, I think I have to color all detailed in every little piece and be very precise. I always think of coloring as like precision, but today we're going to do a dreamy paint. And I have a clean craft room, so where did I put, there they are. Things just get covered by water. We're going to use some of these colors too. Ooh, let's use this one for the honey. And when I say a dreamy paint, what I mean by that is we may not use typical colors for like flesh and skin tone and stuff. And then we're not going to be real precise. We're going to be real loose. All right, so let's dip. I know I want some of that color for the honey. Let's start with this one. Some dark honey, but it's okay. It'll lighten up. It's because I've got a lot of water, you're going to start seeing some color separation and things like that. All right. Oh, cleaned my brush a little too soon. I need a little more of that color over here. It's okay if I color outside the lines a little. It's just going to be part of it. It is better if you're going to do like a real dreamy paint to not be fussy cutting the pieces out. You kind of want to do that on like a single layer or whatever, but it'll be fine. All right. I'm trying to pick colors now for wings and such. All right, we're going to do this purplish color for her. And when you're doing something like this, you don't have to paint all of it. Like you can leave little gaps and like white space, like leave it uncolored. Oh, there's a little bit of her wing right here. Okay. Oh, she has a crown. How sweet. And I think for his wings, we'll use this color. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so we've been having, I haven't told y'all about it, but because it's been an ongoing issue. For a couple of years now, we've been having this problem with our water line from our washing machine to our kitchen sink. And they would get backed up, and we called a plumber. He was here for like 30 minutes 2 years ago, charged us $1,000. Okay, but I won't go down that. Anyways, and the problem came back. And so my husband's like, well, I'm just going to buy an auger. So he bought an auger, and he's been trying to auger the line and clear it so it drains right. Well, it wasn't working. Then we tried different products to clear the line, like enzyme products and stuff. Well, it backed up. Oh, we had like a little bit of a flood last week. I didn't even tell you all about it, but middle of the night, a little bit of flooding in our like laundry room, but then it did seep through the walls into other areas of the house. It was at like 12:30 in the morning because I have a teenager who's on vampire hours, and he was doing his laundry at wee hours in the morning. Anyways, so my husband took a shop vac to the kitchen sink because it was the other day on Thursday, it was getting backed up and I couldn't do dishes. And that's where I draw the line. Like that just, I couldn't take it anymore. So he took out like, I don't know, a bunch of water. And then I called the plumber. Well, the plumber was supposed to come on Saturday, this past Saturday. But on Friday, I was like, you know what? I did like 30 minutes of dishes and nothing backed up. This is a good sign. And my husband's like, well, if you're brave enough, you could see if doing the shop vac cleared it out. And I was like, well, did you look to see like if there was anything in the water? And he's like, I didn't. Let me go look and see. He went out and found two things that had been clogging our line. A little army dude, you know, the toy soldiers like from Toy Story, the green ones, one doing an army crawl, had been crawling through our pipe, and a piece of metal that you use for like a deadbolt. I think it's like a deadbolt plate. And he found the culprit. He found what has been torturing me for 2 years. An army dude. Military crawling through my pipes. But what a relief. I mean, I am so glad I was able to call off the plumber. I didn't have to pay for them to come, and now we can just do all the things and no water. It's no problem. Everything drains exactly like it should. So it was a 50-50 problem. 50% of it was us. The army dude definitely came from young Z some time ago. And then the other piece, I'm sure, is from the builder, because when we did our first walkthrough in this house, I found 3 rusty nails in the bathtub before we even moved in. They were a little sloppy. But I am so relieved. Finally have a solution to what has been an annoyance. It was one of those things where it wasn't always a problem. And young Z was so stressed that night when that happened, when it flooded. And I was like, don't worry, it's okay. I said, I think you dislodged something. And sure enough, I think that's exactly what happened. The army dude and the piece of metal were stuck somewhere between the washing machine and the kitchen sink, that line. And that night, that fateful night, finally got it dislodged. Okay. Let's see now. I need to bring in a yellow from like a regular watercolor palette. The phone is being weird. It wasn't showing any other chats. Oh. What is going on over here? I don't know. Figure it out later. All right, let me get my watercolors out. My other watercolors. And I just want some yellow. See, this palette's missing yellow. I'm gonna have to get me a yellow. Before that, I do that, I will paint their little skin tone. Let's see. What color is this? All right, I think this will work. Just kind of mixing some things. We'll test it out, see what we get. If I do that, they're going to be the same color as the honey pot, roughly. I'm probably going to just paint it like this, but then bring in a paper towel and soak it up, and it's going to lighten it. So it looks really dark right now. One thing, watercolor dries back a lighter color once it's dry. But I don't really want my fairy people to be, have normal flesh tone anyways, because they're fairies. So I like that she's going to have a little blue and a little pink. And let me bring that up so you can see what I'm talking about a little closer. See how she's got different colors going on because she's a fairy. And he's going to be the same way. And Dr. Shrub got our taxes done yesterday. And that was good. Sue, welcome. Well, I saved him. I could go get him. I'll have to. I was like, oh, I'm saving this army dude. He cost me $1,000. Yep, he was doing the military crawl for a long time. He's resting now. He's made his journey. The mission is over. He's in retirement. I made a card with this little fairy a couple of months ago with you guys. That one made it all the way to Karen McCoy. She has that card now in honor of her son. All right. In October, oh, we'll just do this over here. I picked up purple, but she has purple wings. I don't want her hair and her wings to be the same color. We'll give her different color hair. I'll put this purple over here on the honey pot. These colors are very different. I wouldn't normally color any of this stuff this way, but it's good to change things up. A lot of these things would not be my first choice necessarily, but we're going to make it work. And let's put some of this. To me, the honey pot does look like ceramics, though. Just going to accent some of these lines here. Make this side darker. I'm going to add a little bit of yellow from my normal palette. I have my normal palette over here in my hand, by the way, right now. And I'm going to tap in a little bit of that in here into the honey. My son loved Winnie the Pooh when he was little. And the other day I almost turned on the Winnie the Pooh cartoon that he loved so much. It was a movie. He was MIA, Sue. He was. He may have even gone a little AWOL, being stuck in the pipes for 2 or 3 years. I just wonder how he got in there. Keep a head count of your toy soldiers. He's got blossoms. He's got blooms here too. All right. All right. She needs, let's make her hair green. Why not? She's a fairy. Very different. I think it's all going to work when we put it together. At least that's what I'm hoping for. When we put it against those other cards, I mean those other, the background and the mini slimline. Color up that honey. Very different. Look, it's only paper, you know, and if you make something, you can always remake it. I know Mary does that a lot. She'll get the parameters and she'll make her first card on Friday night, but then she might make 5 more cards that week, reworking it. reworking the parameters or the things that she used. All right. Hi, Jason. Yeah, something like that, Angie. He came out with no hands. He's on disability now. Let me just go get him. I'll BRB. My paper needs to dry anyways. All right. He can come hang out with us. This is what we found. So yeah, this is like a deadbolt plate of some sort. See, he has no hands. Look, Mom, no hands. Poor little guy. He's on disability now. He's with us. He can rest here. That's $1,000 army guy. Hi, cat. Oh, please do, Ellen. Please do. I was sharing your makes. Were you here for that in the community? By the way, I have a whole way I'm going to start sharing what y'all make in the community. I'm not going to spoil anything. It's going to be a surprise. But keep sharing when you want. I thought of it actually this weekend, yesterday. Oh, right. I have the dies. Ooh, we can die cut these. And because my craft room is clean, I can easily do this. Yes, it was so messy, I couldn't even easily die cut. All right. Just cut off the excess here. All right. Get this back up here. Trying to see if I could fit everybody. This is the place to be, everybody. All right. So this morning we have set up a watercolor palette. Yay. And we will have made my Craft Roulette card. Plus all the stress. Oh, Paula, I know. I couldn't run the dishwasher and the washing machine at the same time because it couldn't handle it. So now I can actually run the washing machine and the dishwasher and not think about it. It's awesome. You know, our house isn't very old. It was built in 2017, 2018, over the course of... Oh, I guess there's not a die for the honey pot. That's okay. The honey pot's going to be easy. I was about to fussy cut all of these. So if all I have to fussy cut is the honey pot, shoot, we got this. What does this go to? Something I didn't color or stamp, but I just want to know. What is that? Oh, a little bee. Ooh, some bees would be nice. We'll paint some little bees real quick. Jason and I were discussing if you die cut often. It's funny, Angie, no one thinks I die cut. I have 3 boxes of dies. I loved die cutting back in the day. Then I got a new machine that tortured me, and I fell out of love with it, and I've never fallen in love with it again. I do love embossing though, and I'm trying to get back into die cutting. I actually made a new spot for my die cutting machine yesterday because I love the results of die cutting, and now I have a machine that I love. Really, seriously, the machine was the problem, but it just kind of made me fall out of love with the whole thing. All right, let's do this. You guys, it might be TMI, but I got my first bladder infection. I went to the doctor yesterday. She said that it's hormones. It's your age. She said that your hormones actually change the position of your bladder of women of a certain age. I had never heard that before. She's like, it's wild. When you go through perimenopause and menopause, all the things that your hormones do to your body is actually just completely bizarre. We are just walking miracles, you guys. Us ladies. You guys are too. Just in a different way. Looks like I didn't do a bang-up job lining this guy up, but that's okay. And he's still... The watercolor is not completely dry. Also, okay, we'll make it work. But yeah, I'd never had one before. She's like, welcome. Yeah, stupid hormones. Yeah. Luckily, there's an antibiotic for that. All right. I do want to paint a couple of little bees. Oh, they're so cute. I love this stamp set. Came in the box, in my box at Craft Roulette Live last year, Paper Ganza. And I purchased the die separately because I just really like this stamp set. Okay. I always love fairies. Ever since I was a little girl, I'd run around in the backyard and I'd just run with like flowers in my hands and hope that at one point my wings would pop out and I would be a fairy. Anybody else do? That's what I would do. I would run around with flowers. I'd pick some flowers. They were probably weeds, and run around as fast as I could, waiting for my wings to be taken away with the fairies. That's like 5-year-old science right there. Ooh, that's pretty. I like the way they colored it. I definitely didn't do anything normal here with my coloring, which is fine. It's fine. All right, let's see how it looks all together now. Maybe good, maybe not. I still want to color in the honey label too. Oh yeah, it just really, it's like camouflage, it like blends. And then home girl, she's gonna go about right there. She's so happy. Definitely magical, joyful colors. He's gonna go about right there. And I wanted this bit of honey to go right here. Maybe I'll have to put it maybe up here. Like the card is just kind of dripping with honey. What if I put it right here? Oh, I think I like it right there. They're kind of camouflaged, and I like that. That'll keep them safe. All right. Speaking of camouflage, I think we're going to have to call this guy Larry. All right. Larry's camouflage too. I'm going to leave this open because it needs to dry for like a week. So let's leave that open over there somewhere. Okay, let me bring out my normal watercolors. And I'm going to color a couple little bees with you guys, and then we'll put our card together. Looking for a scrap of watercolor paper. This one will work. Speaking of wings, time for me to fly. Bye, Kalinda. Have an awesome day. Hey, is that Avalie? Or Avalie? I'm not sure if that's her. Ailey, that's who I think of, but it may just be another. All right, those can go away. Let's paint some bees real quick like. We don't have a lot of time, but we can paint some little bees. We need at least 3. Mask! I have to mask. I might draw a mask on my characters. I was supposed to mask. Thank you, Angie. What would I do without you? I would mess up a lot. It just wouldn't be the same. Okay, because I'm rushing, I'm not giving these enough time to dry. Put a little stinger on them. All right. Mask. I think I'm gonna have to draw a mask on one of their faces, on the little boy bee. I think he's gonna have a mask on his face. Not quite going according to plan. Everything needs to dry, and I don't have time for it to dry. I think I want my wings smaller too, but I can cut them smaller. I just think I want a little boop boop for a wing. This one's looking most be-like. It'll be okay. Like, this looks like a hot mess. It sure does. It looks really crazy, but it can be saved and used. Yeah, we're gonna have to paint a little mask on this guy. Unless y'all have another. It is Ava. Hi. I'm so glad you're here. Don't you worry about a thing. I did a live yesterday, first one in ages. I miss doing them. Aren't they fun? I prefer them because I actually get to talk to people and not talk to myself to a camera. I get to hang out with everybody. It always feels like a party, so I do prefer them. Okay, I'm bringing in my acrylic markers. Bye, love you. To paint a mask on this little dude. We're gonna give him a yellow mask. And I guess we're just gonna make it kind of like a Mardi Gras mask. Oh boy, here goes nothing. All right. He's like a little bee superhero. Mask. Not eyeglasses. That is a mask. It is nice to have someone to talk to. Bye, Sue. Have a great day. All right, let me dry this. Ooh, girls gotta go. All right. I'm gonna try my bees and save them and make them look like something, because right now they just look like a mess. I don't have time for all this to dry, so I'm just blotting up some of it. Oh, I've got a song stuck in my head. We have a bunch of new music for our anniversary. I surprised my husband and we went to the music store, went to the record store. We have a local one that's really great. We met in a record store, so I thought it would be really fun to go to a record store for our anniversary. We went and bought a bunch of new music. 3 out of 4 Claytons really enjoyed it. So I consider it a success if you hit those kinds of numbers. All right. Can't make everybody happy. Oh, I need to use my acrylic markers for this honey pot label too. Okay, we're going to get there, you guys. This is the part of the program where we just start making things happen because we have no other choice. So I'm doing a very illustrative version of a bee here, and if I don't like it, we won't use it. Give myself a couple of options. Put little eyeballs on there. I gotta see where they're going. Okay, I gotta fly. I gotta fly through these. Did anybody else get this in their paper Ganza box. The stamp set is so cute. It comes with a bee. You don't have to do this. Are bees the ones that have like hexagon eyesight? I'm sure it's not called hexagon eyesight, but that's the way I think of it. I think it is a bee. These are definitely seeing hexagons. All right. All right, let's glue. Let's make a card, shall we? Oh, shucks. Let's not forget this real quick. You have that stamp set, but not the dice. Yeah, I bought the dice separately, Angie. I came home and did some shopping over at Colorado Craft Company. I went crazy. I have lots of her stuff now. I wanted to show her support in a big way because she was a huge sponsor for Paper Ganza, and I just wanted to give some love back. And now I have a lot of fun stuff in my stash too. Let's put a little more honey kind of highlight in here since we've got the yellow out. All right. We're gonna go with it. I would love to add some white highlights, but I don't know if we'll have time. Okay, elements. All this to the side. All right, so yes, I'm making a 5x7 card, but I'm putting a mini slimline on it. I may not have time to submit with you guys, but the submission process is super easy. And we're celebrating 6 years of Craft Roulette this week. Happy birthday to Craft Roulette. That's a birthday worth celebrating, isn't it? Okay. Wiping glue off my hands. Angie, thank you so much for reminding me of mask. Aww. Ours is in June. Aww. Happy anniversary, early anniversary. My mom told me, when you get married in March. March weddings last. And my mom is very superstitious. Anyways, I don't know if that's something that other people say or just my mom says, but anyways, it was hilarious because she was like, oh yeah, you got married in March. Why did you get married in March? I'm like, because of you. You told me March weddings last. Oh yeah, that's right, they do. That was a conversation we had last week. Also, I've been thinking this whole time about popping up the mini slimline off of the card base because I just thought that might be kind of fun. So we'll check that out. All right, we've got our masked little honeybee fairy. He's gonna go right there. Oh my gosh. Glue, glue, glue. Go, 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 go. Like that little army soldier. Stuck in my pipes. Go, go, go. Got a rendezvous. got a school bus rendezvous. All right. That little guy's glued down, and then this little sweetie pie right here. Yeah, when I was a little girl, I was convinced that fairies and unicorns were like a collective bargain. If I could find out where the fairies were, then I'd also be able to see unicorns, because they had to be a combo pack in my mind. All right, we're gonna put a little honey up here, I think. It's abstract, it's different, but we're gonna go for it. Apparently June 8th, 1996 marriages also last. I love that. You know what, guys? What I'd like to do, and I need to just put it out there and then make it happen, is surprise the family and take everyone to Italy for our next year is our 20th anniversary. And I'd like to return to Italy where we got engaged, because I just think that would be nice. What do y'all think about the bees? I like them. I'm going to go with it. We don't have time to deliberate and talk about it and vote. We just have to do. My clock used to be 2 minutes fast. I don't know if anybody noticed that. And now it's on time. So, because I, had to mess with my clock yesterday. I used to hear the bird and I'd go, I have 2 more minutes, but it's no longer fast. This card just can't be done without these. These are holographic gold from This Calls for Confetti. They're called tinsel, but they're like holographic and cool. Well, thank you for hanging out with me this morning. I hope you guys have enjoyed our session together. I enjoyed it. Let's use up the rest of this tape. Yep, see, that's how much is left. We'll get the new one out, and I am going to pop up the mini slimline off of this card because it's a feature. It's a featured element. Got to get out my new tape. See, it's a twofer. You get 2 rolls. And I like this bag they send it in because I feel like it keeps the other roll fresh. Ooh, this one seems really sticky. Congrats, Paula and Vicky. Yes. Congrats to everyone on your anniversary. Absolutely. We celebrate. Whoa, this stuff is real sticky. Ooh, I like that. All right, cool. Maybe my old one's just really old. All right, one more piece. What time is it? Ooh, child, running late today. All right, gonna put this down. That'll be hard to write on. That's okay. I'll come back and decorate it, and then people can write on the inside of the card. This card is not done. This card has only just begun. But put this down here. And so we have a mini slimline on a 5x7. All right, I'm going to put a couple of dots. You guys, thank you. I love you guys. I hope you guys have an awesome Monday and week ahead. I will be back with you on Thursday. Is that enough? Probably not. Probably need one more. All right. Pop some sequins on there. Make it as magical as we can so it can be fairy approved. We know it's Larry approved. Larry would give us 2 thumbs up, but he lost them in an unknown accident. Probably in the extraction when we got him extracted. All right. Yeah, I hope y'all have a creative, fun day. I hope Flo gets to make those birthday cards today. Let's put a bigger sequin. Go big or go home. I gotta go get my child on the bus is what I gotta go do. All right. Magical little honeybee fairy card. Very joyful. Larry says, yay! Thanks for hanging out with me. Hi, Regan. Hi and bye. Oh boy, I'm dropping things. It's time for me to go. Man, I just love you guys to pieces. Y'all have a super awesome day. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I'll see you all on Thursday. Bye, everyone.